Okay. Sorry, I forgot to record it. Yes, you will tell Celeste, yes, that I forgot, and we are going to tell her next time. Yes. So basically, Ozymandias, yes, is a sonnet in which Percy Shelley describes a statue that is in the middle of a desert, and this statue is the only thing that remains from a great kingdom. Yes, and it is shattered. What is the meaning of shattered?
Like something that breaks in a lot of pieces.
Yes, a shattered visage lies. Yes, okay, that tell that its sculptures well those passions read. I mean, the sculptor knew that this ruler was very strong and perhaps very aggressive. Yes, which yet survive, stamped on these lifeless things. Yes, okay, and when we have the pedestal. There are lots of words connected to death. Yes, what are those words?
Lifeless.
Lifeless. Yes.
Decay.
Okay. Decay. I like this colossal wreck because it's a colossal, statue that is a wreck now. Is, something that is broken into pieces. What do you think is the message of the poem?
It's something that I always, to me, no, it's something that I always think about, is that it doesn't matter what I do in this life, that it will pass several years after me, and when the people that I know now die also, it's like then nobody will remember me. So maybe it's like that. I mean, I won't have a statue for people to remember me. So it's like, I don't know, enjoy the moment, and no matter what you do now, total, then they will nobody remember me.
Okay, yes. The question of immortality is an issue here. I mean, how can you become immortal? Well, you leave a statue, but no matter how powerful you are, when you die, and there's no other, it doesn't matter if you are the most powerful king. All that remains anyway is what remains? The statue. See, and the statue is a metonymy for what? What does the statue represent?
Like the image of the memory of the people, of the person.
Okay, the image of the person, but basically it is a piece of art. Yes, okay. It's a piece of art, yes, okay. All right. This is a recurrent element too, that art makes you immortal, the power of imagination, art, yes, okay. Super romantic. Okay. I love this poem. I mean, I don't like Percy Shelley a lot, but he was a radical and he was against authoritarian governments. That's why we have this, this poem telling the rulers, no matter how authoritarian you are, you will die like everybody else, and nothing will remain of you. Yes, except perhaps the works that can remain is the work of art. And it is not your work, it's the artist's. Yes, okay, who is able to do something that transcends, that is not transient, okay? Well, people, to finish this round of romantic poetry, I know that you have to go to have lessons with Nerea, yes? I'm going to ask you to vote. Have you ever used Mentimeter?
Yes, we have several times, I think.
Okay. Well, so I'm going to leave here, yes, in the chat. I want you to complete with 5 words, yes, more or less what romantics, okay, which themes are addressed, yes, by the romantic poets you have read, Blake, Shelley, and Keats, which themes they address. Okay.
Teacher, how do you say when someone loves other person but that person doesn't love?
Unrequited love, unrequited or unfulfilled love. Wait, sorry. Unrequited love. ¿Vas a hacer el cargador? Okay. Okay. Great. The sublime. Okay. Freedom. Think of the chimney sweeper, the tiger, the lamb, what else? Bueno, that is by composed about Mr. Bridge, Ozymandias, yes, Lapel James, Hans Mercy.
And how do you say? Claro, como que no. Ay, no me sale la palabra en español ahora.
You're blocked.
Ay, Dios, ¿qué quería decir?
Okay.
Bueno, when I remember the word in Spanish, I lost.
Okay. Well, great. Okay, you're doing great. Death has been mentioned several times. Yes, okay. It's a recurrent element in romantic poetry. And death and immortality, you know, are sometimes connected, you know, this search for immortality through art. Yes, that can be poetry, that can be sculptures, that can be music, right? And the question of nature, yes, we see the children playing in the, you know, in the meadow, in the valley, yes, the bright star there, you know, in the sky, all the allusions to nature and, okay, incomplete desire, experience, pain, loneliness, horror, unrequited love, life and death. Okay, great. The question of emotion, yes, again, as you said, the romantics experience against rationalism, all the emotions in response to the machine, right? To the scientific method, to rationalism, this emphasis on feeling and the appeals to all the senses, yes, okay? We saw them in the, especially with kids, all the synesthesia, yes, all the smell, the taste, all together. Okay, well, great. Thank you. I'm going to save it and I'm going to put in the classroom, okay? Well, people remind me, do we have the test next week?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Well, do we have any questions?
I have a question about not this, but about the midterm.
Yes.
We will be, I mean, the topics of the midterm will be about what we have seen so far, like
Yes.
the romantic era and some of the poets we have seen.
Yes. Yes.
Just about that.
Yes.
Everything
Okay.
that has to do with enlightenment also.
Enlightenment. Yes. The scientific revolution. All the context. I will probably give you one question for history. Yes, exactly. Study that. Yes, Enlightenment and Revolution. Study that. Yes. And all the context for the Enlightenment, the Revolution, the changes in farming, factories, urbanization. Yes, and I will give you a point to analyze. Perhaps I will give you an unseen poem. Don't worry about that because I will give you a poem and I will be your dictionary. Yes, if you have to ask me questions of vocabulary, I will be there. Yes, okay. Basically, focus on the characteristics of Romanticism. Yes, and how I want you to focus on language. Yes, which language is used and why. Do you remember, for example, today we saw pale warriors. They were all, dead pale, and the question of being pale and the repetitions because they are dead. Yes, that is what kids wants to tell us, right? Well, I think that if you have questions, send me a message, people. I don't mind. Yes, and if it is a message that you think that other people from the group can profit, you can use the WhatsApp group. Yes, because I answer one, the rest knows. Yes, okay. Or do you want me to open a forum in the classroom for that, para consultas?
No, I think that the WhatsApp group it's okay.
Okay. For me,
Maybe
it's more immediate because
Yeah, me
if
too.
not, I have to open the classroom. Yes. Okay. Well, thank you for coming today because honestly, I'm not feeling well. And if I had to go there with the cold and everything, I was going to make it worse, I suppose. Now I will put on my pajamas and, have some tea. Okay. Well, was it clear today? Any questions? No? Okay. Well, people, study hard, reread all the poems, reread all the poems. Yes, because I asked question about poems and she says, but I didn't read them. Come on, you have to read all the poems again. Yes? Okay, not from memory, because I don't want you to tell them from memory, but, revise them. Make them a look. Okay? Well. Let's go. I let you go because you have another class at in 45 minutes. Okay.